What if Christmas has more to teach us about relationship than we think? It's not just about the gifts. In today's episode, Cece and I are unpacking the real lessons Christmas has to teach us about love and connection. So stay tuned.
Hey, Blissful friends, welcome back to the Blissology Podcast,
where we break down everything related to love, to marriage and relationships with the goal of creating more bliss and less stress.
That's right, you guys. I am your girl, your host, Cece, and I'm joined by my hubby. What's up, babe?
As always, guys, this is Will, and thank you for joining us today. If this is your first time tuning into our podcast, this is a weekly podcast where we bring you inspiring, relatable, and relevant content every Saturday.
Yes, listen, I am so excited for today's podcast.
Yeah, of course. I'm always excited. It's the holiday season. It's joyful moment. Today is literally the last day of November.
Yes.
So there's a lot of reason to be joyful. Of course, as always, before we get into today's topic, we want to share our blissful moments with you. Now, that's either something that we did or something that happened to us.
That's right. You know what it is. We had a great Thanksgiving. Okay. We giving thanks to so many people.
People have Thanksgiving dinner. We had Thanksgiving party.
Listen, this is why we can't have Thanksgiving anywhere else but my parents' house. Period.
Yes.
Okay. This is why. Although my mom be complaining, she's not doing it no more. I'm not doing it this year. I'm not doing it next year. Every year, it's always the same story.
Appreciates
Every year, because she complains about the amount of work. I get it. You know, our parents are getting older. The more work they do, it gets on their back. And but then we all get to, I don't know. She does the main dishes, right? She does the rice, the turkey, plantain.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of stuff.
Yes. There's a lot of stuff that she does.
A lot of stuff.
On top of that, we do mac and cheese, sweet potatoes, and my sister-in-law did she did the turkey, right?
Yes, she
Not
did.
my brother.
She said she didn't trust your brother to do it, but it was good. It was good.
Yes,
it was good. Lots
everything was great. The vibe was very vibing and very giving.
It was a party.
It was a party.
It was technically a party.
A party. Everybody was dancing. Like, I think we dance more than we eat, right?
Yes. I think out of everybody, I went for second, which I shouldn't have.
I did too.
Oh, you did?
I did. Yes, I did.
Okay, then we went for second.
My brother had 3 plates.
Oh, he did? Okay, then I take that back.
Well, yeah, 2 plates. Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, it was, yes, we danced a whole lot. But then again, it's how you burn the calories. When you're eating all that food.
Oh, yeah.
It makes, you gotta stay mobile.
Oh, I think I drank so much water. I felt like I was about to throw up. Because I had to step outside. My mom followed me. She was like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm just, I had a lot of food.
You eating.
Drinking a lot of water.
And you drink. Jumping.
Yeah. I didn't drink this time.
No, did we have alcohol?
No, we didn't. We had like straight water. I had my gallon of water.
No, but I'm saying, did we have alcohol in at all?
Yeah.
Oh.
My brother had some.
Really? I missed that.
My sister-in-law and my brother, they were like passing out cups on the table.
Did you? Well, we didn't sit at the table, so that's probably why.
I thought you don't.
No, okay. I didn't get any, but I didn't miss it either. So, but it was good overall. We had fun, and I'm hoping that you guys had fun as well. If you're in the U.S. and you celebrate Thanksgiving.
No, it was fun. It was a great time. It was spend time, and I think to me, what matters is a family time. What matters to us, to the kids, the grandkids in the room, doing their own thing, having their own little table, with their own little dinner stuff. And it was great. And I really hope everyone every Thanksgiving took the time and spend the time with your family and your loved ones and be vibing, no low energy. Just have high energy, high vibration, where everyone's having a good time and on the dance floor twerking.
I know about that.
Listen, we had some people that was twerking on the dance floor.
Twerking is dancing. I guess they can do it.
And I'm talking about somebody's mama was twerking. What are you thinking for, babe? Well, what is your blissful moment?
That's the party.
You got the lights up.
Oh, yes, I did.
I think that's great.
I put the lights up.
That's came good. Home, Thursday after Thanksgiving at my parents' house. Yeah. Came at 10:30, 11 o'clock.
I had to show her the show.
The lights were lighting.
But anyway, we're ready for it. And obviously we're grateful. We're grateful to be able to spend the time with our family. We're grateful to have Cece in my life and our girls and everything that God's blessed us with.
Yes. And we're grateful for your mom as well because, we couldn't be there on Thursday. Typically she's at work, but then she's like, listen, I'm going to make y'all food on Friday. So please stop by and get you a plate. Okay.
Listen,
and fresh food again, not leftovers.
It pays to have family. And for those of you who has family, cherish your family.
Yeah.
Because believe me, there are things that family does for you no one else would. So
absolutely. If
your relationship's not got good with your family, find a way to mend that relationship.
That's right.
It's worth it.
It is worth it.
It's
worth it.
So, talking about family, Christmas is right around the corner.
Christmas is here, baby. I don't know about the
it's around the corner. We're a few days away.
Christmas is here. If you hear music playing, Christmas is here.
Oh, yes. They started playing the music. Yes.
Yes. So Christmas is here.
So Christmas is here. So we thought we would take a moment to talk about what Christmas can teach us, the lessons, especially about relationship.
That's right.
Because I believe Christmas is not just the gifts.
Yes.
It's not just the food.
Yes.
There's a whole lot more that comes with it.
Yes.
So, Christmas has a lot to show us about how to love and care for the people we are closest to.
Yes.
That's very important,
Absolutely.
The stores tells us to buy stuff, but I think the whole idea behind Christmas is let's make sure we care for the people.
You know how I feel about Christmas. That's my favorite holidays of all time. That's my favorite holiday of all time. I love me some Christmas. I could have me some Christmas every day.
I know that.
Baby, you know how much I love it. It's not so much about the lights. It's about the time, the moment.
Sissy wants Christmas in a package. Everything has to be there. The lights has to be there. The music has to be there. The hanging out with the family has to be there. Her birthday has to be there. She wants the whole Christmas package.
I do want the whole Christmas package. I really do. I really do. The hot cocoa, the Starbucks and everything. I really do.
Yeah.
And it matters,
Yeah, well, listen, Christmas is it's a big reminder for us as to what really matters in our lives, And it calls us to live out the love in real and intentional ways.
That's right.
That's right. Because when you say you're going to spend time with your family, there's love in there though, because there's no way you're gonna spend time with someone if you're grumpy around them.
No.
So you get to do the practical things that shows that you care. And every year that we get reminded of it, and thank God we belong to a family that we spend time with each other throughout the year.
I feel like we spend time with our family more than we spend time with friends.
Actually,
outsiders.
We spend very little time with friends.
Yes, and it's something about that, I feel like every Christmas, although my nephews was like, Auntie, can we come over for Christmas? And I was like, baby, I love you, but on my Christmas, listen.
Well, on Christmas Day, we have our own rituals.
We do. We do.
I work, and I think I say I work, but we have our rituals. But the time together is important.
It is important.
Because
it is important.
Every year we're reminded we have to spend time together.
Yes.
And I think time is the best gift of all.
The best gift ever.
Yeah. And listen, if you look at it, a lot of us are busy, but during the holidays, we look for ways to make time. It doesn't matter how busy we are. If it's important, we look for ways to make time, to schedule time around all these things that keeps us busy. Just so we can spend time with each other.
Yeah, and you're probably going to find out where you barely spend time with that person throughout the whole year. You may give them a call.
During the holidays, you'll do your best.
Yeah, you'll do your best. You drop, whatever you got to drop to be there with your family, because we know life be lifing. That's my thing. That's my thing. Life be lifing, and sometimes I forget to pause, and truly be present with the person that we care about. Because you gotta pause and take that time and spend the time, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, it's
the best gift ever to be present, to be fully there. And I think what the holiday really reminds us is to slow down. Slow down.
Yeah.
Spend time with your loved ones. Focus with your children, your parents, your family, even friends. Because you could have a friend that don't have places to go, right?
Yes.
And you can invite that friend, and depending on how close you are to that friend, and make them feel love. Yeah. Right.
As you were saying, spending time together, I know I have some bad habits. Let's face it.
We all do.
The last few weeks, I've been going to sleep at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning.
And there was was the one last Saturday you went at 4.
Yes.
You did.
So my commitment during this holiday season is to completely get rid of that habit. Go to sleep together with Cece. She can tell me her stories after I massage her feet, and then we fall asleep together.
Oh, you know I'll be falling asleep before you get to the story.
But you know what? There's a lot of value in having that end of day conversation.
Yes.
And like the last few weeks or so, I would go and massage her feet, but I just leave the room and go do stuff.
You sure do.
There are times to do things, but there are times that you can spend with your family.
Yes.
And yes, that's a commitment that I'm making. Now, I am going to wake up earlier than most, which I've always been waking up earlier than most. So what I didn't get to do, I get to do in the morning, because there's no way I'm going to stay in bed around the time that Cece gets up. She's different than I am.
Yeah, and here's the thing too, you know, although, yes, I know you have things to do at night, you know, staying at 1 or 2 in the morning, to me, I'd rather have you be in bed with me, even though if we just talking or cuddle, fall asleep,
do other things,
versus you on the computer that late at night. Although sometimes, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes we both be on our laptop until 2 or 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
We both be like, you know,
sometimes there are things, but when it becomes something that you find yourself doing regularly, then that's not healthy. And I'm using that as an example. There's a lot of things that we can look in our lives. What's consuming our time that's preventing us from spending time with our families?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If you find yourself staying at work late every day, maybe you just kind of start looking at, okay, how are you spending your time at work?
Right.
Maybe these things that's keeping you there late, maybe you can find ways either delegate them or find ways to be more efficient at what you do, just so you won't have to stay late.
Right. And you don't have to wait for December to make time for each other, right? I mean, we got to make sure that we choose to be, like I think you mentioned that earlier, to be intentional about the time.
Yes,
and you know me, I'm very all about intentional, right?
Sometimes too intentional. Everything's got to have some kind of meaning.
I mean, that's just me. I am who I am. Okay.
Yeah, but you know, relationship needs that moment of connection for it to be successful. And you can find that connection in a number of things that you do. It's not just about being in the same room. Right. Don't get me wrong. Just because you're there in the same room with that person, that doesn't mean you're connecting. You got to be engaged. You know, it's about being present.
Fully there.
Yeah. Cut off the distraction.
Yes.
You know, lean into the moment. Feel the moment. You know, if you're gonna have a conversation with your partner, Cece will tell you. She'll have me put things there. She's like, "Okay, stop what you're doing.
Yeah,
let's have this."
Listen, now, if I don't have your full attention, then I know you're not. You're not listening. You're not fully there. You're not fully present. And I need to have that. I need to have you. You know, you physically there.
Yeah, and she'll call it out too. It's not just, oh yeah, no. She's like, no, you do this. You can get back to that.
Yeah, but baby, here's the thing. There's a reason why I do that. I want to be seen and heard and feel loved and feel that, you know what, I am giving you my full attention. You got me. You know, like I'm looking straight in your eyes and see that, okay, I see you see me. Then therefore we feel a connection. And
then I start staring. I start staring. What did I say? I just stare. And listen, for you guys out there, being present, you know, it isn't just about showing up. No,
it's not.
No, it's about listening. And as you mentioned, as you heard Cece mention a moment ago, yes, she wants my undivided attention.
I do.
Yes, you know, when you give that person your undivided, it's not just about spending time. It's about showing that you care.
Absolutely.
And if you find yourself staring sometimes,
no,
they'll deal with it.
No, if you're staring, I know you're zooming me out. If I see you staring, I know your mind is somewhere else.
But I'd rather have you staring than going down at your phone.
It's the same thing, because you're staring, you're literally thinking about something else. You shut me out and you like thinking about something that's happening that you need to get to, or that you didn't. Like, seriously.
My stare does not involve that. It just means that I'm looking at one part of your body and I'm focusing on it. I'm not imagining things while I'm staring, you know. But, you know, just make sure that when you say you're giving in your undivided attention, that you are.
That you're fully there. Yes, absolutely. And I think something about Christmas, you know, it teaches us that love is about sacrifice.
Yes.
Sacrifice. You know, as we mentioned earlier, the holidays are about giving, right? And giving feels good when you give. Not sometimes I'm like, okay, I give you something. I don't have to get something back in return.
Mm-mm.
Some people are, well, there's a lot of people that I know when they give something to someone, they expect to get something back. And I'm one of those
most people are like that.
If I said to
I got you a gift, you didn't give me
unless
anything.
if we're doing a gift exchange, unless if we're doing a gift exchange, that's different. But if I am saying like, you know what, babe, I'm gonna give you something,
I could choose to bring myself and give myself. Me being there and being present. That may be my gift to the group.
Okay. For the group, what's a gift? But like I was saying earlier, me personally, if I give you something, I'm not looking to get something back. If you give me something nice if you give me something back, it's nice. Thank you. I'm grateful. I appreciate you. However, whether if it's birthday or Christmas, you get me a gift, I'm great, but don't expect for me to get you something back. But as human nature, I feel like we just get so in our mind, we thinking if we don't give something back to this person, then they're going to feel some type of way. So therefore, we have to force ourselves to give something back.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And yes, the holiday is about gift giving. But and then going back to the sacrifice, sometimes we have to be willing to do a bit more.
Yes.
A bit more, go a little bit beyond.
Yes.
And sometimes go out of your way to do things. Like if you're going to sacrifice maybe a morning to go volunteer at a place to just give back to people, do that. Or if you find yourself doing something you don't normally do, maybe it cost you time or whatever it does, think of it that's my way of giving.
Right.
So and it requires doing some sacrifices. Yes,
Absolutely.
There are days that you may find yourself doing a whole lot more than usual, but that's okay. Sometimes you have to be willing to sacrifice for those that you care.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sacrifice is important, and if you can find yourself doing a bit more to help whomever's in your life, do so.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when you sacrifice, that's one of the best ways to show people how much you care.
That's true.
Especially your family.
Listen, that is so true.
I think we say this many times in the podcast. It's the small things. The small things makes a difference. And sometimes I'll use Cece as an example. Say if she had a long day and I can get up early in the morning to get some stuff done and let her get some rest, I think it's well deserved. I know the other day she mentioned, well, you listen to some stuff in the morning. It's a lot louder than you think it is. And I'm like, you know what? I'm up and I don't mind the noise. But if you're sleeping and you're trying to catch up that extra sleep, and at like 5:30 in the morning, I have my phone just blasting this motivational speaker, and he's very energized. I mean, just him talking will wake you up.
You need to put your headphone on.
So she brought it up to me, and I'm like, yeah, it does make sense because I'm up, I'm doing my thing now. Now I'm causing her to not be able to get the rest that she needs. So little things like this is not when you get defensive, because if your partner brings up something that can help, be willing to do so. Because at the end of the day, those little things does make a difference. And sometimes there are things that could cause argument, but think of what you're doing. Are you choosing to argue over something that's insignificant, that can cause you to lose your peace?
Yeah.
Or are you going to do what's best to make sure that you can function well as a family?
That's right.
And I'll tell you, I'll back down from an argument any day if I know that backing down from this argument will keep us peace. Now, there's time I tell Cece, okay, I'm done. And she think that I'm pissed. I'm not pissed. I just don't want to argue.
You just ready to move on, but I want to finish that.
Right? No, I'm just done. Keep this behind, and so. But little things like this, because the more you can keep peace in your family, the more you can put yourself in a position to be able to enjoy them.
Right.
And,
yes. And I think it's so important for you to not forget to acknowledge your partner's sacrifices too.
Oh yeah.
Because when you acknowledge what they do for you, I think it creates the atmosphere of more love and respect.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you acknowledge the things that I do for you, I love you more.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The things that I do. Now I'm when I wake up in the morning, I try to get as much done as I can, because at the end of the day, I want to make sure when Sissy gets up, there's very little for her to do.
Yeah. Well,
sometimes I get through them all. Sometimes I don't.
Very little, including the kids. And the business.
Well, I can't wake up the kids. Now, you want me to wake them up?
No, but I'm saying like the little things that you would do is take care of. Yeah, yeah. And then of course the kids, everything else, I take care of that, and whatever else that needs to get taken care of. But yeah, and then, we appreciate you for that.
So recognizing the sacrifices that your partner makes, the things they do is important. And when both people are willing to put the other's needs first, it's like you're building a stronger team. So think of why you do what you do and why is it important to your partner and to you. That's
right. Absolutely. And I think one of the most powerful lesson that when it comes to Christmas, which I love, is, of course, forgiveness, right? Forgiveness, you guys, is so important, especially around Christmas. It is so important. It is so needed. You got to find time. You got to find your heart to forgive others. The season is about grace. And I think it's also about letting go of what's behind and just let go and let God and move on and move forward into this new chapter. Because as you are let go of whatever is holding you back, and then you move on, you feel so much better. Let me tell you this.
It's a weight off of your shoulder.
I've been there, okay? Yeah. I've been there. There's when you hold things, grudges and stuff, it's heavy, okay? It's heavy. And I don't ever want to carry
Speaking from experience.
Listen, I am. And I don't want to ever want to carry any grudges from anyone.
I haven't experienced it, but I know in relationship, forgiveness isn't always easy. No, it's not. But it's always worth it, though. Yeah, because when you forgive, I can't say if I've experienced it, but based on your testimony,
listen,
when you forgive, yes, it takes the load off. None of us are perfect, and we got to remember that. We're going to mess up. Let's face it. Life is life. We're going to do the wrong thing. We're going to say the wrong things. Yeah. We may have looked at the wrong people. We may have touched the wrong people. Let's hope not.
Okay. All right, babe. What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
But it's not about pretending that everything's okay. It's about choosing to move forward together.
Right.
Even when things are not the best way, even after we've made some mistakes. However, I do expect people to learn from the mistakes they make.
That's right.
So they don't keep repeating the same mistake.
Yeah.
And it's not just about forgiving the big things either. Sometimes it's about releasing the small frustrations that could pile up. And these things, when they pile up, if you're not careful, they can become big things. So learn to let go of the little things. Like Sissy, I haven't gotten on my back for dirtying up the mirror in the bathroom, but I've been better at it. But I know there's been little times that I said little spot on the mirror.
See how it was clean today?
And sometimes I clean it, but most times she didn't. But she hasn't been getting on my case for it. And I've been more mindful as to how I handle
yes, you have been.
Right?
You have been.
When we take off our socks, that's something that's been. I have to make sure I turn them the right way,
inside out,
just to make sure when they go in the washing machine that they get clean right. Now I've been doing like perfect, but I've been catching my daughter. So I've been policing the kids because she blames it on me when she gets like, okay, these socks are not turned in, turned out the right way. And she thinks it's me.
Yeah.
So I've been watching the kids. And the little one has been the one that's been causing the issues. So I've caught her on several occasions. I mean, several occasions. Not only the socks were on the floor.
You can't blame her.
But they were all rolled up.
Yeah. She will do that, though.
Yes. So, and she has a habit of taking her clothes and leave them on the bathroom floor.
Leave it on the floor.
So I've been policing that way. But you know what? There's little things. Now it's not something that frustrates Cece anymore because we're all doing what we could to help with it. Like I had a bad habit of mixing the white clothes and the colored clothes.
Yeah.
I'm mindful of this thing.
Because I wash the clothes. Okay.
Like on a side note,
I wash them, I fold them. He don't be doing that. You haven't been doing that for a long time.
You don't let me find him to fold. First, when I fold, you said I don't fold right.
You don't fold right.
One of her PJ pants was missing for like 5 months.
It sure was. And
she blamed it on me because I folded it and I put it in one of the kids' bins. And then ever since I
said, don't ever touch the clothes. Don't ever touch the clothes.
I've been banned.
Even when you fold your your boxers, you don't fold them right.
After I fold them, if I go in the drawer, I can get them right. But anyway,
You don't fold them right.
See, there's little things that
You don't fold right down the shirt. You don't fold right the girls' clothes. You put pajamas in hangers. So I was like, who does that? Who put
they fit.
And then this next thing you know, we're missing hangers. I'm like, where are the hangers? What happened? It's this man putting all the pajamas, the undershirts, all the kids' pajamas.
When I'm folding, my goal is if something
hangers.
can fit in a hanger, I'm gonna put it in a hanger. And how do I know which shirt is? The shirts looks the same.
No, they're not the same.
But anyway, so the little things that can cause frustration, we can sit here and talk about them and laugh about them because
Right.
we don't let them become a frustrating event in our lives.
Anymore.
Anymore. Yes. So learn to release these little things that can cause frustration.
Yes.
And we got to remember love is bigger than mistakes.
That's right. That's true.
And if you focus on the love, the
Yeah.
little mistakes or the little things, maybe I'm spitting in the sink and some stuff gets on the mirror. If you love me, you're going to wipe it. Or you can tell me to clean it. I won't have any problem cleaning it.
I won't tell you to clean it.
I should see it to clean
You know, I won't tell you to clean it.
I know, but I used to hear about it.
I'm gonna be complaining when I'm cleaning it for sure. I'm gonna be complaining like, why can't you just clean it up? Well, why can't you just stop speaking on the mirror?
Oh, I was gonna say earlier, like I don't hug people because I know CC doesn't. It's not like me hugging
It's
people.
not that I don't like
I
it.
don't
It's
look.
the principles, honey, which we talk about this on the podcast several times. It's the principle of a married husband and a married wife. I don't hug men anymore. I don't. I hug my daddy. I kiss my daddy on the cheek. That's my daddy.
You kiss your dad?
Relax, babe.
Okay, I have problems with that.
I hug your brother.
You hug my brother?
I hug family members.
What?
I don't even hug church people anymore. It's
I was
the
just making the point.
principles, you guys.
I was just making the point that that I don't hug people anymore because I know that's a little thing that can cause frustration. When you're with someone, you know the things that can cause frustrations, and if you can avoid them, like for instance, I don't hug people anymore. It's no big deal. I'm not missing anything. Right?
Seems like you feel some type of way about it, though.
No.
That you like to bring it up.
Listen, if I need to hug sisters right there, I will come and hug her, and I will come and hug the kids.
And
in fact,
yes.
I can do more hugging sister than I can do hugging anyone else. So what's the big deal on hugging other people? Yes, we hug my parents and family members.
Your
yes, we hug.
sister.
But things like this, and I go back to say that if something can cause frustration and you can avoid it without having to make it a big deal, by all means do so. Because at the end of the day, we all benefit. Loving someone is a choice.
Yes.
And you can make the choice to keep loving this person, even when it's hard. Because there are choices that you may be put in a position to make. It may go against what you believe in, but if it makes sense for your relationship, by all means, do it, because at the end of the day, you all benefit.
Yes. I know we just talk a great deal about forgiveness, but for me, I love how Christmas makes us grateful for like the simple joy. I love my Christmas. Y'all gonna tired of me saying this. It's all about gratitude, and gratitude is huge to me.
Absolutely.
And I think gratitude should be huge to everyone. And I think, Christmas reminds us to be thankful for the little things in life, for what we have, for our family.
You haven't said thank you for putting up the lights, though.
I did say thank you.
I put a lot of work in these lights.
I did say thank you, baby.
Let me hear
I
you say
did.
it
Well,
again.
babe, thank you so much for putting the effort to put the light up earlier this year.
Yeah, it was ready Thanksgiving now. But all these little things.
Yes.
I added a new outside outlet.
You sure did.
I didn't get a chance to go show you where I put it.
Oh, I don't need to know, because I know I'm not going to be out there messing around with this. I'm probably not going to, because it turns on by itself. See, he just want to throw more things for me to be like.
But you got to be grateful that I put the outlet
I am
outside.
very grateful,
So now
baby.
it's less extension cables that
Well,
I
I
have to run.
publicly want to say to you, thank you.
Yes.
I am so grateful.
It took me
for
a half
putting
hour
the
to drill
lights
to the
up,
wall and run the
for
wire.
doing all that.
I know.
And make sure that everything lights up on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah. I appreciate it, you know?
See, publicly announced that, babe.
Yeah.
Publicly announced that. You did a lot of work.
Listen,
though.
4 years you've been
did
giving
great.
4 years you've been giving me a hard time for never on time.
Never on time.
But this year I am on time.
You proved me wrong. You were on time and you got it done. You did a lot of different things, you know, with the mulch and, you know, the design for the house. Like, he went all out. I'm like, baby, do we have to spend more money on more of the Christmas stuff? He's like, yeah, I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm like, okay, you're the man. So you do what you got to do. But yes, you did an amazing job. You really did an amazing job.
Thank you.
The lights that you pick also, you know, kind of helped too, right? With the lights.
Yeah, you did. You did.
But yeah, you did an amazing job.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put the tree this weekend.
The kids, not me.
Okay.
But the little things are important. You know, they're important. And
They are important.
Believe me, I take great joy in doing these things.
Yes.
And when they come, it's a proud moment for me to show.
Yes, the kids.
I still gotta
they
show
love
her
that.
where I put that outside outlet
I
on.
need to know.
After I mounted the transformer for the landscape lighting, I took it and
Transformer?
says, "This is where the transformer is now."
I'm like, what is
I showed
that?
it to her, but right now she has no idea what I'm talking about.
I hear Transformer, you guys. I'm thinking about the movie. I'm sorry. I hear Transformer. I'm thinking about the movie Transformer because I don't. Maybe you know when it comes to these things, I know nothing.
But she appreciates seeing the lights on.
I do.
But it's a proud moment for me to show her the amount of things that I do to put the lights on, but she just forgets stuff.
I have no idea what a transformer is. You can show me what a transformer is today, and I'll be forgetting tomorrow. I'll be like, wait, what is this again? I will.
But you know what? The end result on the things that makes it enjoyable, like
Yes.
the kids are,
Yes.
you know, we take
Oh,
drives
yes.
every other night. We've been doing it for years, and we took our first drive
On
Thanksgiving night. Go around
Listen,
the
our
neighborhoods
people
and see
put us some
who
lights.
who's doing the lights, who's on time, and so forth. And we do that throughout the season because we take joy in enjoying these
and
little
this
things.
year we're gonna go to different
communities. And so forth.
Yes, we've done 3 last year. I think we did three or 4 last year.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's that community up in the West Palm area. I've heard
Oh,
some
yeah.
good things
We
about
doing
so
that this
I
year.
got to find out which street that is so we can go and check it out.
And when we do that, we of course get records of all the trips that we take. We make sure we vlog it. We have it for our own record. And the kids, you know, as they getting older, they can see, oh my God, we did this when we were 5, when we were 6. It's such an amazing thing. Again, it's the little things. Yeah, some people might think that, hey, you're wasting my gas. You know, we're burning gas for no reason. But to
we're gonna
us,
walk this year.
no, but to us, it's the time that we are spending together. I want to do one where we're in our pajamas, so we have a hot cocoa, and then we just drive around and see that one in West Palm. I think it'll be great.
Okay.
Pajamas.
I think it's going to be on.
It's on.
But you know, all these things helps us strengthen the relationship we have.
Yes.
And we try to include the kids in what we do for
we
Christmas.
always include the kids.
Actually, I think it's more for the kids than
We
it is for us.
always-
Well,
but-
you're a
but
Christmas
then-
person, so
there
you
we
can't.
go.
But I know I'm
go.
thinking of the lights. It's the kids now. They're looking forward to putting the
Yes.
Christmas tree up.
But here's the thing. You see, as we're talking about all this, we're not talking about gifts, right? We're talking about the moments, the things that we do together. And one thing I want to say too is publicly for our daughters, I really appreciate how they not really looking into, I got to have this amount of gifts. I got to have the shoes or this and that and third. They really appreciate the time that we spend together because they always wanted to do things together. They always want to do. I'm like, baby, you 8 years old, you can go and do this, but they want mommy to spend the time together or daddy. So it's always great to see when your children wants to involve you, include you in things. Because let me tell y'all something.
This year, I am going to say this. If they're going to build a house in Roblox for Christmas and walk me through it, they've done it.
Sure did.
I don't know what I'm going to do this year. I mean, I can't say no.
Listen, this man fell asleep every time the kid's like, Daddy, this is the Roblox. Well, last time it was Minecraft for your birthday. They built each one of us a Minecraft. Listen, I know you're going to be falling asleep, and I'm going to be like, babe, wake up.
Yeah, they're going to build.
You got to show the kids.
They build these things.
Yeah,
and
you
obviously
appreciate the effort.
They want to show it. And last year, I
Yes.
recall the house they had built me.
Yes,
and
it
had
was nice,
Christmas
though.
lights and all that stuff on there.
Yes.
So, but
Again, it's the time. It's us building memories and not so much about what we spend money on.
Yeah. So, gratitude is the heartbeat of any relationship.
Absolutely.
It's important to take a moment to appreciate
Yes.
how your partner supports you.
Yes.
Or even how they make you laugh. Although Cece barely laughs at my jokes, but
I do be laughing at your corny jokes.
Sometimes I get some good ones, and she does acknowledge that's a good one
Yeah, I do
when
be
they're
like,
good,
oh,
and
babe, that
then
was a
when
good
they're
one.
not, I just hear like crickets.
I'll be like, wait, you just said that?
Yes, I'm not saying something that's supposed to be funny, and I hear crickets.
Listen,
But then
baby.
again, Cece's the type that your joke has to be on point. Otherwise, if you have to explain your joke, they're not for her, right?
They're not for me.
Yeah, but
Yes.
think of how your partner makes you laugh. The little things, the little moments you enjoy with them.
Yes.
Very important.
Yes.
You know what else is important in Christmas is the importance of community.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
It's not just about one relationship.
That's right.
It's about surrounding ourselves with people who uplifts us and supports us. Now, no relationship exists in a vacuum, right? If you think of the amount of people that are non-family
Oh, yeah.
who's inspired us or take
Yeah.
part in the things we do, a whole lot.
Yeah.
So the people that are around you, the people that support you, the people that are there for you, that's where that community piece comes in.
Yes.
You know, whether it's family, whether it's friends, church community, which primarily is church community for us.
Yeah.
The people around you play a huge role in your growth, especially in our growth as
Yes.
as
Yes.
partners.
Yes.
So
Yes. And I think in relationships, it's so important for us to lean on others. And I know you mentioned that several times earlier. When we need help, advice, and I know we rely on our elders a lot. We rely on our parents, of course, the community. When we need them, they're there for us. And it's not about doing it all on your own.
No.
It's not, because let me tell you, when you try to do it all on your own, you're gonna fail. It's about having a network of people who support you and encourage you, and we've had that.
Oh yes, we have that. We'll continue to have it, and we have to rely on people. Now, when you're in a relationship, you have to be cautious as to how you rely on people. But
Yes.
we have a network of people that we can count on when we need assistance. Having that support can help you grow as a couple.
Absolutely.
And when you surround yourself with people who
Yes.
shares your value and
Yes.
loves you,
yes,
you're building a solid foundation for your relationship.
yes, for sure.
Because those are the people that if you're running into some craziness and you complain, they're gonna take you back
Yeah.
and help you understand that relationship can be tough, and they'll take you back to your partner and
Yes.
help you make things up.
When I think about community, I think about parents. To be honest, I'm gonna be like 1,000% real with y'all. I think of my parents, all parents,
Yes.
as community. When we need them, their advices to support us to do whatever it is they gotta
Yeah, and a lot of this comes from our immediate family, right?
community. A
However,
village.
And this is what I'm saying, that you have to be cautious as to who you rely on
Right.
when you're in a relationship. There are certain things that you don't want to go to the next door neighbor or that guy that you sat next to at church and expect to get support from them. No.
Yeah.
But there may be something that's going on. That guy may be the perfect person to get assistance from.
Yeah.
You just have to gauge what makes sense.
Right.
And who to discuss.
Right.
Or what to discuss with whom.
And it depends the relationship you have with the person too. So
Oh, yes.
yeah.
We talk about a whole lot, but here's what I want to leave you guys with. Christmas isn't just a date on the calendar. It's a reminder of how we should live. It teaches us to slow down,
Yes.
to love with an open heart,
Yes.
and give without expecting anything in return.
Listen, I say
Yes.
that.
So relationship like Christmas it's about grace.
Yes.
Patience and the
Yes.
willingness to show up even when it's not easy.
That's right.
So as you go through this holiday season, let it inspire you to be more intentional,
Hey,
more forgiving, and more grateful.
for real.
Yeah. And remember, love isn't about perfection. It's about choosing each other every single day.
Every single day, no matter what.
Oh, yes. Yes, every single day. Some days are better than others,
Listen,
but we still choose each other.
that's right.
So guys, thank you for spending the time with us on this episode of the podcast. We hope this message resonates with you and encourages you to carry out the spirit of Christmas into your relationship.
Yes.
And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share it with someone who could use a little inspiration in their life this season. So we appreciate you. We thank you. Enjoy the season. We're going to be sharing a lot of positive information with you guys every podcast about how you can make your relationship better. But until next week, peace.
Bye.